Y'all have no idea. Not you put me out there like that. Y'all have no idea how much shit I have been going through trying to record this video for you guys, but it's gonna be recorded. First of all, hi guys, what's up? If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Indigo, and today we're gonna talk about some witchy shit, because this is an aspect of myself that I have to be more open about, I have to be more honest about, I have to be more real about seeing and accepting the things that I see. I feel like a lot of my life has been so tumultuous because I've been ignoring this aspect of myself and low-key feeling crazy and calling myself crazy for the way in which I see things and for all of the experiences that I have had that there are no words for. I don't even say that there aren't words for them. There are words for them, but they're experiences that not everybody is having because everybody is not tapped in this way. And I have to stop demonizing this aspect of myself, because what I see and what I've been experiencing, it's what I'm seeing. It is absolutely what I'm going through. And today we're going to give this part of me some love by me telling you guys about how I'm just now recognizing that I've been being spiritually siphoned, and potentially there's probably some witchcraft going on behind my mom. And this is actually really difficult for me to talk about, because my mother is somebody that for a very long time I held nearest and dearest to my heart. And in a lot of ways, I still very much love her, and I would like for her to be around. No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want her to be around, because whenever she is around me, there's a bunch of chaos and confusion, and I now know that she is the arbiter of that. She's the reason. How do I know she's the reason? First, I had the inkling, I had the feeling, just deep inside. Me going to Thailand, I was beating myself up about this earlier last week, I'm sorry. And I had to apologize to myself for how I was talking crazy to me, because I was feeling really stupid for going all around the world, because I felt like I should have used that money, the money that I used to do that, I should have used it for something else. I used it for exactly what it was intended for. A moment of respite, to get away from everything that I have ever known and be in an environment where I can finally feel safe. Because believe it or not, being in Thailand was the first time I ever in my life felt safe. Completely safe, completely isolated and alone and with myself. That feeling unmatched. Have not felt that. I hadn't felt it before, and I have not felt it since. But anyway, had that incident happen, went across, came back, and when I came back very different. I was able to pinpoint just a little bit that it was my mother. I didn't know how it was her. It's only just now coming to the surface, now that I am really beginning to pick apart my life and throw away the aspects and the things that aren't me, and I'm doing what I need to do in the little ways that I can to try and figure myself out. But I had that inkling that it was my mom, and that feeling has been growing and growing within me. It happened last year, right before I moved back to Atlanta. Actually, I was going through her things, and I'm looking at all this stuff, and I'm like, bruh, all this bullshit she left me with grew a little bit more. And then most recently, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago now, I actually had a dream that my mom set me up for murder. I had a dream that my mom set me up for murder. I'll give you the gist of the dream real quick, but basically, my mom my siblings, my aunt, my uncle, and then there are a couple of other people are in this room. I walk into this room. They're all like, because they're in this room and they're surrounding something. I don't know what they're surrounding. I'm just walking in and walking up. I walk up and there's somebody laid out. And it was somebody that I knew, but I didn't know who it was at the time. I just knew it was somebody that I knew. This person is laid out. And they're like, oh, they're dead, or like, she's dead, da 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 da. They call the police. Police show up, questioning people about like what happened. My mom says she killed her. Me? I just got here. What do you mean I killed her? Long story short, I end up going to jail. We go to trial. And while we're at trial, I'm like, yo, there's absolutely no way I did this. I had just walked up when all this was going down. Let me see the body. Well, I don't know why they had the body on hand, but they had the body on hand and they brought the body in. And I go and I touch the person, like just touch them. They hop right up, look around, walk out the door. So what do you mean I killed somebody? End up waking up. When I wake up, it hit me. Oh my God. My mama just tried to set me up for murder. Didn't get it at the time. The shit that I didn't get at the time. I'll tell you what I just realized about that. I'm editing this video right now, and I actually forgot to record this part and I forgot to come back to this part, but the person that they were trying to say that I murdered was myself. That was the body, and I just realized that. And I say that because of when I look at all of this and like the energy siphoning and everything like that, I was not supposed to make it out on the other side. I wasn't supposed to get away from them. I was supposed to continue to be passed around until I was used up and there was nothing of me left and they had taken everything. I pulled the Uno reverse by going to Thailand and figuring out where the fuck this all was coming from. And then when I got back, I was able to walk away. I wasn't supposed to get out. I was supposed to continue in the cycle. And if I have continued on in the cycle, the next people that were gonna have their turn with me was my dad's side of the family. Because when I got back, I went there first. And there's somebody right now who I guess is trying to get out. And I offered them my services. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you. Because that's what I do. Meantime and between time, as soon as I said that, something within me was like, bitch, no, you not. Bitch, no, you not. You think? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna actually help. Closer it got to me leaving, the farther away I got from there, the more I knew I am not going back. That's not my job. It's not my job to help you get out. You're a grown-ass person. Get yourself out. I got myself out, or I'm getting myself out. Get yourself out too. It's gonna be the best for everybody. But yeah, the person who was dead was me, and all it took was a little touch from myself to bring me back to life. Look, and here we are. All it took was a little touch from me, a little bit of care, consideration, and nuance for me to see that the person who needs my touch, the person who needs my care and consideration right now more than anybody else is me. Just needs my touch. I can bring miracles. I can do miracles for all these other people. Watch me do miracles for my damn self. All right, back to the video. But didn't get it at the time. All I knew is I had to get out. I was at home. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I had to get out within a matter of 15-20 seconds. Shoes and socks are on. Jacket and pants are on. I'm in the car driving down the street. I hit the main highway or the main street out of my neighborhood. I turn the corner and I am bawling my eyes out, because as I looked around, I go back to the drink for a second, and as I looked around and this woman is accusing me of murder, not one person who was right there said, nah, she just walked up. She didn't have nothing to do with this. Not one person defended me, stood up for me, nothing. Was ready to let me go to jail. No, was ready to let me go to prison for something I didn't do. The hurt that I felt in that moment was unmatched. And then yesterday, I actually watched this reading by a YouTuber named Shavi Zane. I hate to call her a YouTuber. She's a tarot reader here, but she posts her videos on YouTube. Her name is Shavi Zane 777. Check her out. She's phenomenal. But her video that she posted yesterday, word for word, bar for bar, is what I have been experiencing at the hands of my mom. And I've been so afraid to talk about this because for the longest time I thought it was in my head that I'm making this up. There's no way that this person that I love so much and that I have poured my heart and soul into is doing this to me. There's no way she would do this to me. But when I look at my life and how everything has panned out, from me overworking myself twice while we stayed together, or while we were together in a codependent relationship, and it was very, very codependent. I was more so codependent on the fact that she needed me, and she was codependent on me for everything, okay? Because I provided everything except for at one point in time, a ride. She did get me to and from work for a lot of our time being together. But that was it. That was all. Everything else pretty much I provided. She might buy us a meal here and there. Throw me some money on the room every now and then. Because we lived in hotels while we were together. I didn't have the credit to get us anywhere. She shot her credit up. And she wasn't trying to get a job, wasn't trying to do none of that. Just let me break my back working at 1.3 jobs to support us. And then pass me around to my aunt first, and then to my uncle, so that they can get their fill off of me, because I went and I helped my aunt get back on her feet. Her house was a complete wreck when I was there. And when she got everything was back in order, and she got to the point where she could bring in the child that she really wanted, because she's always wanted to adopt children, wanted to adopt or foster or whatever. She always has wanted more children around. She only had one child. So that's beside the point. Once she got her house and her life pretty much back in order, I was cast to the wayside. And by cast to the wayside, I mean she was getting ready to bring in another child that, I mean, I'm happy for her that she got to the place that she wanted to be. But if I had stayed, I was going to be the one taking care of that kid, and I knew it. And I knew that I was going to be the one taking care of that child, because I was already taking care of her dogs. Her dogs would be there all day, every day, sitting outside, looking like so sad, because she never spent time with them for real. You know, and I did what I could, but they're not my animals, and I do have to work as well. But I'm feeding them, making sure that they eat, trying to make sure that they have water. I would go outside and I would play with them and spend time with them. You know what I'm saying? Just let them rub up on me and know that there's somebody here who does care about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your owner, I get that, but I'm gonna let you know that I still see you. And I did so much for that woman, okay? Like I said, her house was a wreck. Bedroom stuff in the living room, kitchen is a hot mess. Upstairs, both of the rooms weren't even livable. Got that place spick and span. I even went so far as to even out her front yard after her boyfriend had come in and installed a sprinkler system and didn't put the dirt back. When I say I bent over backwards doing shit for that woman, got what she needed from me, and then I was cast to the wayside. Cool. I left, and you know what's crazy? I didn't realize it, but this was all a setup. Like, this whole thing, I'm like literally, while we're sitting here and I'm talking about this was all a fucking setup, because I left my mom, like when I decided I wanted to move to California in the first place, my mom happened to come back and tell me that, oh, your aunt called and, you know, I told her that you were moving and you didn't have anywhere to stay. So she said, if you want, you can come stay there with her. My aunt called? Really? At the time, that sounded plausible, but now, I think that was all a setup. But that's beside the point. Left California, come back to Birmingham, stay here for like a week, go to Minnesota. I'm there for a month with my brother and his wife. My brother just had a baby. So I'm there bonding with my nephew, spending time with him, spending time with my brother, that kind of thing. I leave and I decided this time that I'm gonna go to Texas. Stop, see my mom, because at this point she's in Tennessee with my uncle. Stop to see her and everything and like that. And then while I'm there, I'm talking to my uncle about my car, my truck, because I had a pickup truck, a 96 S10. Love that truck down. Like, love that truck down. That was my baby, okay? Me and that truck had some great times together. She got me from Atlanta to California and back, and to Minnesota. Oh, I'm sorry, from Alabama to Minnesota and back twice. That was my baby. And so I stopped, visited her. I'm talking to my uncle about some of the things going on with my truck, and he's like, yo, I think we should, like, we can like fix some of this stuff up, because I didn't have heat. It was wintertime when I got there. He's like, I can help you figure out what's wrong with it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna really worry about it, da 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 da. I stayed there for like a couple more days, and I was like, you know what, let's look into it. You know, I would hate to be in this car and like riding on the road for all these hours and not have heat, because I'd already been in the car for like an hour with no heat, and I'm like blanketed up and still freezing. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's figure out what's wrong with it. So he starts helping me figure out what's wrong with the car or whatever. And kind of in the middle of all this process, we do figure out why the heat isn't working, but there are other things that I like decide, like, okay, can you help me with this too, so I can get it fixed up. And got everything fixed up on it that I wanted to get fixed up on it. Right when I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go, I had actually decided that I'm gonna go and look at a spot in Texas. I'm on the highway, engine goes out on me. Okay, cool. Tell my uncle about it. Sure. Like, is there anything that you can do about it? Sure. Let's fix it. Like, I'm pretty, like, we can fix it. We can fix it. When I say I helped him pull that bitch out, help him pull that bitch out. I just wanted to go pull an engine from the junkyard. I had $300. An engine was $300 there. And he was like, nah, we can just get this shit rebuilt. Didn't know it at the time. This is trying to extend my time there. He's like, nah, we should rebuild it, da 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 da. That's gonna cost money. That's cool. I had to end up getting a job, finally save up enough money, go and buy a new engine, get it brought to the house. I start breaking it down, get all the parts that I need for it, get all the liquids, all of that kind of stuff. Everything that I'm gonna need to make this new engine work, I got it. And when it's time to put it back in, no. Yeah, I'm gonna help you. And then he doesn't help me. This went on for months. And I feel like he was getting off on the fact that I needed him and he wasn't helping me. So, again, that's another form of energetic siphoning. Didn't realize it at the time, but that's exactly what was happening. And I got so frustrated that I said, fuck it. I was like, okay, Most High, ancestors, angels, y'all see, I've been trying to do this. I've been asking for the help, and he says he's gonna help, and then he doesn't help. What is my next move? They told me to get a car. They told me to buy a car. I had a job. I had just gotten a job working at Bahama Breeze. I said, okay, I'm making decent money over here. I can afford it. I go, I look for a car. 2 weeks later, I buy the car. Maybe 2 weeks after I bought the car, all right, it's time for you to go. I guess he couldn't get what he wanted from me no more. He didn't have that power over me anymore. So now I'm no longer useful. Mind you, again, I'm sorry for all these interjections, but there's so much shit that happened. Like, this was a lot, and I forgot to say this. Mind you, this man, when I left, I couldn't take the engine with me. The only thing I was able to get rid of as far as the truck was the actual shell. So I sold the shell for 20 bucks. That's all I could get for it. Sold the shell, and I was like, I'll come back for the engine parts. I know somebody, I have somewhere I can take it, And he was like, you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of that for you. Mind you, he had both of my engines and the transmission out of my car. Because when we took the first engine out, when we took the old engine out, he couldn't figure out how to, or he couldn't figure out why the engine and the transmission were still attached. The man is an airline mechanic. My grandfather himself was a mechanic. Been working on cars since he was little. Was one of the people he was one of them kids that was taking TVs apart while they were still plugged up, doing crazy shit like that. So the fact that you couldn't figure out why the transmission and the engine were still attached, you're a fucking liar. But I digress. Man kept both of my engines and my transmission. So I walked away with just my brand new car. It's cool. It's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. Each and every time I was set up to be siphoned from energetically, to the point that now that I am finally free, I'm looking at all of this stuff and feeling like I'm crazy, because it's like all of this stuff is underlying. I was like, bro, all of these people have used me in one way or another. All of this time that I've spent trying to better my life, I'm in these places where I'm helping these people out, and the little bit that I asked for as far as helping me out so that I can better myself and my life, is like, it doesn't matter to them. It's only about what they want. And I guess just seeing all of it play out and knowing that my mom was a part of it all, I feel, you know, it's funny. Yesterday, after watching that video, I had this pain pop up in my back. Hurt is right here, right? The pain is directly opposite that on my back. Stabbed in the back right near the heart is how I feel with all of this stuff, because I'm looking at a little overheated phone don't stop no show. I don't even remember where I was, but I watched that video yesterday, and confirmation isn't even the word for what I felt. I felt validated in that moment in everything that I had been thinking, everything that I had been feeling, everything that I had been seeing, that I'm sitting here doubting and second guessing myself and what it is that I'm experiencing, not realizing that, I won't even say not realizing, because I did realize that what I'm going through and what I'm thinking is what is actually happening. My mom primed me by bringing that motherfucker into her life that she called her most recent ex-husband, allowing him to abuse me. Because if I'm going to be honest, some of the things that she would let him do and say to me are absolutely disgusting. And if I had been in her position, there is no way I would let this man talk to me like this. There's no reason why this man is asking me in front of all of my siblings and her, sitting right here at the fucking dinner table, mind you, whether or not I'm a virgin. I was at the time, wasn't even thinking about dating nobody. I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't entertaining anybody, nothing like that. Had no intentions of doing anything like that. Why are you asking me this shit in front of my family? A humiliation ritual. You just sat there and let this man do it. Going around letting him have all these people around here calling me evil. And you just come back in and telling me like that. Watching as my self-esteem is taking hits from this shit. I'm really walking around here thinking I'm fucking evil. Meantime, in between time, the whole time, I'm only here to try and make sure that you're okay. I'm here because I'm seeing what this man is doing to you. I'm seeing you lose weight, confidence, beauty, all this behind this motherfucker. Meantime, in between time, now I'm seeing this man was your fucking karma. He was your karma. You sitting here doing all this evil shit to me, and God knows what other people, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that this has happened to. Like, I'm positive of that shit now. I'm not the first one that experienced this shit at her hands and the hands of her family. Because if I'm gonna be honest, this is a family fucking cult. All of the motherfuckers are in on this shit. Full stop. They're all in on it. There's no way that y'all could watch me be passed around like a fucking blunt. Because that's what it is. I felt like I got passed around like a fucking blunt in a hot box, bro. Watching all my energy and my life be sucked out, pulled out of me at every place. All of my time, all of my beauty, all of my energy just sucked out and sucked dry. Because you and all of y'all, I guess, are jealous. But I don't understand what. I will never understand older people being jealous of younger people. I will never understand that shit, because when you really think about it, I am you in the future. Like, I'm literally you, just in another body, in a younger body, in a more, I guess we could say, evolved body, but I don't even want to say that. I'm just you in a younger body. Anything that I do is going to do nothing but advance you. So why would you try and stop your own advancement? Why are you so afraid of somebody else coming along and doing better than you? Do you not want that? Do you not want society to continue to evolve and to change and to get better? Isn't that the point of life? Evolution, growing, being better, being more, achieving the highest of heights that you possibly can, to have a better field for your offspring to bounce off of and take that shit even farther. Is that not the point of life? So to sit back and to have so much enjoyment on watching me struggle all of these years, walking around thinking that I'm fucking crazy, having all of these people take all of this shit from me and being comfortable and low-key probably sitting in the background laughing about that shit, kikiing and enjoying it, because look at her, she's out here struggling, having my struggles on display for the whole fucking world. Meantime, in between time, I'm literally just trying to make your life and the lives of everybody up until this point better. I'm just trying to love on y'all, because I see that's what you need, is fucking love. But you're too blind to see that this love that I have is pure. It comes from a pure place. I only want the best for people. I have always only ever wanted the best for everybody that has ever come into my presence. And anybody who really knows me and has taken the time to be in an intimate space and relationship with me will tell you that I want the absolute best for every fucking body. So to see how you would treat my innocent, pure, beautiful soul, bro, you're fucking clowns. Y'all are fucking clowns for this shit. Like, they really set me up. This woman really set me up to be, I guess, to just take my life force, to take my energy, to take my power. But the crazy thing is, everything that I have, she had it too. My mama can sing. To me, she sings better than I do. This is her face. This is her face. She sings. She makes things really well. You know, I got my body butters, but look at this. My mom, she wanted to be a fashion designer when she was younger. Shit she was drawing and thinking up ended up being popular a couple years after she drew it. Woman was ahead of her time. Absolutely fantastic. She even made this. This fucking beautiful ass pendant. She made that shit. So it's not like she doesn't have her own everything. She just wants mine. That's not fair when you got your own shit. Why do you want to have your cake and eat mine too? No. And I've been so afraid to like I was saying, I've been so afraid to like say anything about this, to talk about this, because for so long I felt crazy. But when that pain popped up in my back, right behind my heart, I think that's when it finally settled in that this woman stabbed me in the fucking back and has been envious and jealous of me this whole time. Even so much so that I'm like recounting conversations that we had, and I'm just seeing all of the ways in which I was primed and prepped for exactly what has been happening to me this last decade. First time we lived together, towards the end of it, I had gotten sick of it. I was tired of her and I was ready to go. And I think she could kind of tell that I was over it, because she told me that I was being so mean to her. Like, you're being so mean to me. Anytime I want anything, like anytime I need to like go anywhere or I want food or something, it's like you don't want to give it to me. You're damn right I didn't. I've been doing it for the last 2 years. I'm tired. Go out here and get your own shit. Go get your own. All you do is sit in this room and cry and complain about this bullshit ass motherfucker who is in prison right where the fuck he needs to be. Any money that you get, you're sending it to him. While again, I'm sitting here, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to try and take care of both of us. What I make is enough to take care of me. Like, and I could be very comfortable on my own, but to take care of both of us, I have to struggle to do this shit. Taking you all of these places, taking you to Tennessee to go see him, taking you to try and go over here to try and get some money, or going over here to use the Wi-Fi at this place or whatever, so you can do. She found a little internet job for a hot minute that wasn't paying her nothing, so she quit that because she didn't like it. Energetically siphoning me all of this time. All of this time I feel like I wasted behind somebody who was envious and jealous of me throughout all of it. I'm surprised I'm not crying right now, because when all of this was happening yesterday, when I was like coming to all of these realizations and like just experiencing the gaunt of finally being validated in my feelings and my understanding of what I was seeing, I cried off and on all night. But for like the first 45 minutes to an hour that this happening, maybe I was bawling. I'm talking about, I'm in the middle of Instacart and DoorDash orders, driving down the street, snot crying. So many things have happened, so many interruptions, but yes, I'm driving down the road yesterday, snot crying, and I'm just crying about this, like off and on for pretty much all night. All of this has been just such an eye-opening experience, and I feel like this is one of those things that I can't ignore what I'm feeling. I can no longer ignore the messages that I'm receiving. I'm talked to by the spirit realm, and I feel like my life has been so tumultuous up until this point because I have been ignoring this aspect of me, ignoring the messages and the things that I'm hearing more often than I actually heed the warnings. You know, sometimes I would heed it. I'm not going to say that the entirety of the time I didn't listen, but when it came to the really big things, the really big choices to make in life, the things that absolutely altered the trajectory of my life, I was too afraid to actually listen to those things. And I suffered for it. I'm tired of suffering for not listening. Okay? And this is the area that I have not listened the absolute most, was behind this woman. And I've been told over and over and over again to leave her alone because she's jealous. I didn't want to see it. I see it now. I see it clearly. She wants what I have. You can't have what I have, baby. You can't. What I have is for me. It was given to me because I am going to steward over it. I'm going to actually use my gifting. I am using my gifting as much as, like, in the limited ways that I have been able to use it, I use it. And I'm going to use it more because the world needs to be better. It has to be. It has to grow. It has to evolve. It has to change. People cannot stay in the ways that they have been staying. We can't continue to live like this. It doesn't work. I'm just trying to make the world a better place. And the fact that you're trying to stop me from that out of jealousy is absolutely disgusting. Mom, you can't have what I have, babe. I'm so sorry. This is mine. This is for me. Whether you like that or not. And I hate that you got our family involved in all of this because the backlash on everybody is going to be insane. But this is what y'all chose. I guess so. Y'all gonna have to live with this shit. Not me. I chose to, and I chose myself, and I chose my freedom, and I chose my truth. And I'm going to live in my truth every day. And the truth is that I see you guys. Whether you want to admit it to yourself in the world or not, I see you guys. I see what you did. I'm not running from it. I'm not hiding it. I'm not going to pretend like it didn't happen. I wasn't perfect in these situations, baby. I fucked up every which way I possibly could. I fucked up in these situations. The difference is I tried to apologize in the situations. I tried to make it better. I did. I tried to learn and grow from my mistakes. It is what it is. I guess this is just a PSA to everybody. Them first to y'all. Yo, leave me the fuck alone, bro. Please. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you. Please leave me alone. But to everybody else, if your life looks crazy, if everything is up and down, if it's chaotic, you have to ask yourself, what is the piece of me that I'm ignoring? What is the part of my life, of my story, that I am refusing to shed light on? What am I hiding? What are you running? What are you running from? What are you running from? When you can answer that question for yourself, I think you need to take it a step further and then, okay, this is what I'm running from. What can I do to stop? And if I'm not ready to stop yet, what can I do to at least let this part of me know that I see you, so that we can eventually grow to the point where I stop running from this aspect of self? That takes work. It takes courage. It takes time. It takes strength. I'm still working through all this shit. This is probably one of the hardest and yet easiest videos for me to ever make. And I have never felt more myself than I have while making this video. Because again, this was my spiritual nature, my spiritual side, and what I see, I've been running from. I've been running from it for a very long time. But I see I see the shit that nobody else sees, and I can't help that I do. I just do. It is an aspect of my being. And some birds just flew by, so that's confirmation. This is an aspect of myself, and I cannot, and I will not ignore it anymore. So that's it. That's the video. It's gonna be choppy today, guys. There were interruptions galore, and I think that these were all energetic projections because they don't want me to talk about this, but I have to. And I didn't know I had to until yesterday. I have to address these things because they are what has been keeping me stuck. And if they're happening to me, they're probably happening to other people. And there are other people who can learn from this and like feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. You know what I'm saying? I am seeing what it is that I'm seeing. There are these people who are energetically siphoning from me, who are trying to take from me, who are doing spells and witchcraft on me. They are. They are. I can't tell you how often I would be sitting in my own skin and all of a sudden I'll get this weird rush and I'll look down at myself and it's like, bro, not me talking about me literally feeling like this woman trying to jump into my skin. And my iPhone storage is full. Mind you, I just checked my storage a couple of days ago and I still had half storage. Still had half storage left and deleted some videos yesterday. So I know that I had storage on here. But I digress. Anyway. Yes. I think in that video I was saying like, I was in my skin, and this has been happening a couple of times where I'm like looking down at myself and I'm like, bro, am I even real? Am I a person? Is this actually me? In my head, thinking about the things that I'm going through, and I'm like, bro, am I crazy for thinking that my life is supposed to be better than this, or that it's getting better, that it's on a trajectory? Am I really a bad person? Like, am I real? I'm absolutely real. This woman is playing in my energy. I see it, I feel it, I'm acknowledging it, I'm putting it out on Front Street that I see you, I feel you, I know what you're doing. Stop, please. I'm asking you. I'm trying to save you. I'm really trying to save you because the way I'm tapped in with the ancestors, you saw what happened to your husband. You know what happened to your husband for how he was doing us. Me in specific, because if I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that's why he got sent back to prison, because that man was moving hella reckless around me. But you see what happened to that man, and you see where your life is already, that I'm not in it. That's how I know that it's energy siphoning, y'all. I didn't even say this. This is how I know it's energy siphoning, because as soon as I walked away from my mom, pretty much, and I don't want to say I walked away. What I feel like happened is at one point we both lived at my uncle's house and she ended up leaving. I feel like the ancestors sent her away from me because they knew me and my heart and the way that I loved her and how I felt about her. I was never gonna just let her struggle. I was never gonna let her just be out here and starve. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like to see people struggle, and I would have kept pouring into her and pouring into her, pouring into her. Meantime, in between time, this woman has absolutely everything ill intended for me. Mind you, my mom ended up in Texas, where I was trying to get to. My mama left me and my uncle at his spot, went to fucking Texas, where I was trying to go. So I think she got sent away. And when she got sent away, it was very noticeable. Like, her life changed very quickly. And I'm gonna say it that way. Her life changed very quickly. She knows what she's going through right now. I'm not gonna put her, like, I'm not gonna bring attention to her. I deleted everything that we were connected to. So there's there's really no way for you guys to find like who she is. I hope don't be creeps like that. Please don't be creeps like that, because just, I don't mean her any ill. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean her any harm. I don't mean anybody that I'm talking about in this video. I don't mean these people harm. I don't. All I want for them to do is leave me alone. That's it. I want them to release me energetically. And I guess this, me talking about this and like bringing, like shedding light on the situation is me breaking that tie. I see you guys. I see what you have been doing. Stop. Like literally stop. I'm trying not to get the ancestors involved, but if y'all don't, I'm gonna have to do that, because like this can't keep going on. Y'all can't keep feeding off of me like this. It's not going to end well for you. Let me be. That's it. That's all. If I look crazy in this video, I don't give a fuck. I think that's where I am, bro. I don't care, because I know what I've been experiencing. That is literally where I am. I know. Not I think, I know. 9 times out of 10, if you're like me in the situation, you know too. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop doubting yourself. What you're thinking, what you're seeing, what you're feeling is happening. They're trying to mask it, trying to make you seem crazy. You're not. You're going through what you think you're going through. You're experiencing at the hands of these people what you are experiencing. There are people out here who are really this evil, trying to siphon the energy of good people, trying to keep us on a lower frequency so that we won't step into the reality of who we are and help change the world and make it a better place. Michael Jackson said it best: heal the world, make it a better place. That is literally the only thing I want for myself and for the world, is to make it a better place, because the way in which we live is not right. All right, I'm kind of just rambling at this point, so I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna let you guys go, but if you like this video, if this resonates with you, if you have a similar experience, share it down below. Like this video as well. Give me a thumbs up. It helps me out so much in this wonderful world of YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from me. We getting real, we getting raw, we're getting honest with ourselves around this way. And I am reincorporating myself into my life. And what I mean by that is trying to pick up all of the pieces of me that I left behind. I'm going to grab them. I'm going to pick those bad boys up, because we got a journey to go on. We got a flight to catch, okay? We got a flight to catch. So I'm picking up the pieces of myself, and this is, I would say, the biggest piece of myself that I tried to leave behind. I can't leave behind what I see. I can't. It's a part of what makes me me, my connection to the spirit realm in this way. So check me out on my social media. I'm trying to figure out, I post, but I never really post what I want. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that. And so it looks a little chaotic at the moment. Everything is on there. I'm in process, okay? Yeah, just check those out. I'll have those linked down below. And also check me out on Etsy if you're looking for anything to moisturize your skin. I have a way to make that. So hit me up if you would like something. I'll leave that link down below as well. Yeah, that is it. That is all of the things. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day or night whenever you choose to watch this, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one.